A few newly elected members of the DuPage County Board in DuPage County, Illinois, questioned the need for the county's practice of opening all of their board meetings with an invocation. In response to that, they started to diversify and invite a few non-Christians to give the invocation. But in order to just settle the matter and give some finality to this issue, one of the Republican members of the county board put up a motion to affirm the practice of doing the invocation in the first place. And that was the motion that was on the table when Ryan, Jane, and I drove down to Illinois to testify against the motion.
I ask that you end this divisive and problematic practice and start your meetings without prayer.
We testified during the public comment period along with 8 other local people who showed up, almost all of which were on our side. We're testifying in favor of getting rid of the invocation. Only one person spoke during the public comment period who wanted to keep it, which was a great showing and a pleasant surprise. Ryan spoke to the legal issues surrounding having invocations, the establishment clause problems with having them at county board meetings, and I spoke to why having invocations is just a bad idea for reasons of public policy.
My point is simply this. Not everyone in this room agrees in matters of faith, and that is fine. In fact, it's wonderful. But in a pluralistic society, in a pluralistic county and state such as this, we function best when government simply stays neutral in matters of religion altogether. When the people of DuPage County come into this room, they should feel welcome and accepted, regardless of their religious or non-religious beliefs. Opening meetings with an invocation is a poor way to accomplish that. If the board wishes to honor tolerance, inclusion, and mutual respect as you say you do, it's best to just eliminate the invocation altogether.
Ryan, Jane discussed the legal tightrope that you walk when you have invocations. While there is a constitutionally permissible way to do it, if there's a pattern or practice of favoring one faith or disparaging others, you can find yourself facing serious legal liability.
So I hope that it's self-apparent that including an invocation is a legal tightrope that the county is entering upon. And even if you're confident that every current member of this board will walk that fine line and stay within the grace exception, circumstances change and board members change. The practice of including invocations at each county board meeting places a legal sword of Damocles, in place for no good reason, particularly when the practice is not codified by a written policy.
Colbert? Aye. Desar? No.
In the end, the county did vote to keep the invocations. However, I'm pretty sure we had an impact, and I think having all of the citizenry come out and testify against it probably showed the people that this is not something that can persist for long into the future. And that's, of course, why we do this. That's why we took the time to drive a few hours down to Illinois. All of this matters no matter where it's happening, and we want to be there to support people in their communities who are standing up, speaking out, and saying that they don't want their government endorsing religion any longer.